Hello. So I'm just waiting while it tells me that I've gone live, and then hopefully I will be able to see the chat in a moment, or not if I haven't got myself organised enough to do that. So in theory, I will be able to see this chat any second now, so please bear with me. I always do this, don't I? I always say I'll be more organised, and then I never am. But then, yeah, it wouldn't be the same without the first 2 minutes of confusion, would it? So, 25th of December, Christmas Day. Merry Christmas to everyone who celebrates this festival, and happy festivities to anybody else who is celebrating something else in terms of a festivity today. So, I think I now have the conversation. Hurrah! So let's see who's here. Grow Your Own Life. Donna Ratcliffe. Liza's here. Rue is here. Chrissy. Hi, Chrissy. And Rebecca. Hello. In a little while, you will see Mr. J wander through because he's going to make me a cup of tea, and then I think he's then going to be disappearing off and doing his own thing. And Andy's here. Hi, Andy. How are you? And Powen's here, and Richard's here. Gosh, lots of people joining me today, which is really lovely. So, has everybody had a nice day so far? Let's find out where you're from. Do you want to just drop in the messages where you're from? And we'll just wait and see who's in the UK and who is elsewhere. Some of you, I know where you are. Oh, my cup of tea's on its way. So, Donna's in Scotland, Poland's in India, Northamptonshire, Germany. So Rebecca's saying that do you know the main Christmas celebrations on Christmas Eve in Germany?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
As in Scandinavia.
Oh, not in Spain. Their present day in Spain is on January the 6th.
Well, that's not in Scandinavia.
Yeah, no, I know it's not in I know Spain's not Scandinavia. Thank you. North Wales, Hampshire. So Ruth's saying, thank you for this today, Liz. Unexpectedly alone. Should have been working. So lovely to have something to feel part of. I think there's quite a lot of people who are on their own today, and quite a lot of us who choose not to be on our own, but to have a very quiet festive day. We would just be the two of us, whether we were able to travel or not. So what are we? North Wales, Birmingham, Bedfordshire, South Carolina. Hello, where it's 29 degrees F. Oh, chilly. Yes, that's probably about what it's been here today. Cardiff, Andy. It is sunny, but that means it's going to be another chilly night. Mega for Marg has just said, is that one sugar for you? Oh, no sugar. Yeah, so mine's no sugar too. Becca's saying they usually have a family service at the church and then dinner and presents and midnight mass. Yeah. Herman's here from Denmark. Hello, welcome. Let's have a look. Let's see what else. I'm from the Netherlands and Canada, so all over the place. Lovely. It's not me in the Welsh Valleys. I'm from Sheffield. Dia's from Thailand. Oh, that was a bit of a high squeaky voice. Sorry about that. So I don't have anything terribly exciting to tell you about or show you or any of those things. Mr. J and I don't do Christmas gifts to each other on Christmas Day. We actually have paid for each other to have a magazine subscription. So once a month it arrives in the post, and Mr. J says to me, "Thank you for my Christmas present." And mine is a quarterly magazine, so once a quarter I say thank you for my Christmas present. So, which is which is really nice because it means it goes right through the year. Let's have a look. Tracy's here from Belgium. Hi, Tracy. Spencer's here from Warrington. Lorelei's here from Canada. And Marie Ann is here from Denmark. Hello. And lots of people saying they are looking forward to my book. Thank you. I'm now starting to get really excited. So just in case anyone who's joined us who hasn't heard me going on and on and on about it, over 2020, I have written my first book. It's called Grounded. And I'll do the little plug bit. It is available to pre-order if you want a signed version of it. There is a signed version available, and by the magic of the interwebs, I've just put up the link to be able to buy it direct from me. You can also get it from the publishers, who are Permanent Press. I've noticed it's now in Waterstones. Almost said the wrong name then. Almost said a pub chain. Whoops. So I've noticed it's in book chains, and it's also on Amazon as well. So it's kind of all over the place. And in theory, it's due to be published at the end of February. But I've been working with the publishers to try and bring that date forward, and we haven't got it confirmed yet. So unofficially, very, very unofficially, it may well be at the beginning of February, so that people will be able to have it in time to give to their loved ones for Valentine's Day. Fingers crossed that we are able to do that. So we've been working really hard to get all of that done. And what day was it? I'm trying to think. Wednesday this week, I did my final, Tuesday or Wednesday, I did my final look through, final lot of editing, can't be changed now. And so we are just waiting for a couple of bits and pieces from other people in terms of reviews, and then it will go off and be printed. So that is my exciting news. My exciting news is that it's probably even at the most late day of publishing, it's only 8 to 9 weeks before that's published. So and touch wood, it'll be 5 weeks. That would be a really exciting thing if we could bring that forward on time. So very, very pleased about that. So who else is here? Ben is here. Hiya, how are you? Is it cold? Well, I'm sure it is cold in Norway, but is it sunny, or have you got? Is it snowing at the moment? Tony's here. Hi, Tony. Tony, happy birthday for yesterday. And I've got a couple of friends whose birthdays there are today. One whose name I'm not going to say. Linda over at the Lavender Barn. Happy birthday. And I've got several friends who've got birthdays tomorrow. And the one person I'm going to say happy birthday for tomorrow is Gail, who I have known for an awful lot of years, 40 something years. So lots of birthdays around this time of year. So Winterflower's here. Do you know what? I have come in without my glasses, so you're going to have to just tolerate me squinting at the screen, I'm afraid. Lorella's here. Hello, Lorella. I hope you are feeling better. I know Lorella has been feeling under the weather for the last few days. So I'm hoping you are feeling improved. And Kim is here from Texas. Hello. And I can't read this because my eyesight's not good enough. I think that says Tara Boo. Yanis is here from Greece. Hello. Benny's saying not any snow yet. You see, I had visions of the whole of Norway being covered in snow at this time of year. Annarella says she's on the mend. Good. So, quick slurp of tea. Have you all got? Well, first of all, have you those of you in the UK? Have you eaten yet? Have you had lunch type meal today, or are you doing big food later on? Oh dear. Ross is saying, I've been given a Liverpool shirt, but I wish I had a new chicken run. And Sue's here. Hi, Sue. How are you? Jill's here. Hello, Jill. And it's -9 in southern Missouri. That's a really cold, chilly old time. Temperature, not time. Temperature. Hard to read and to speak at the same time. My brain's not doing it today. So let's have a look. Chrissy says she's eaten. Ruth had that festive meal yesterday. Liza is still waiting for her husband to do that. Rebecca's asking how the flooding was. I posted in the Facebook group on Christmas Eve that locally there'd been quite a lot of flooding. That seems to have all subsided, so people are just left with mopping up. People are left with the mopping up. In at least in our corner of Wales, we are not very far above sea level, so we do get all the water coming down this way. It can get pretty soggy. Digging with Mrs. Davy says hasn't eaten yet. Cooking as you watch. Well, don't let anything burn while you're watching. I don't want to be responsible for burnt dinners. Anne at the Walnut Tree Homestead, big food later on. The kids are on a walk. Yeah, Andy's done food already. Yes, we have, and I've even washed up, which for anybody who knows me fairly well will know that is very definitely a special day thing. I rarely wash up straight after I've eaten. I'm not a huge fan of housework. And I haven't even hidden the washing up. So here's the confession. When I used to do a live chat every Sunday afternoon at 2:00, I didn't always manage to get all the washing up done beforehand. So I would pick it all up off the work surface and put it on the floor behind this island unit behind me to hide it. But unfortunately, I then had to actually do the washing up after the live chat. And today I've done the washing up. It was like a big bonus. Look, I'm going to do it and it's going to be tidy. So there is washing up, just dry, waiting to be put away. It says, I'm starving but waiting for a video link to eat with my daughter. That's nice. Donna's having a takeout later on. Lovely. Tony says we're on a half-time break. Dessert will commence in a little while. Nice. Grayer and I've eaten and stuffed to the rafters. We've been really good this year. I did a leg of lamb, and I got a small piece of lamb each, and then an awful lot of vegetables. So I did a quick wander around the garden mid-morning and just harvested loads of things. Definitely more than we ate at lunchtime, and probably more than we'll eat this evening. So I think I've got veg for tomorrow as well now, which is nice. Sue's saying, cancelled my big meal as mum is poorly, so I had turkey and chips instead. That sounds really nice, actually. Penny's saying, our Christmas dinner on Christmas Eve. Yep. G-Man says, Merry Christmas days, Happy Holidays and Hanukkah to all. Thank you. Penny, hello. Christmas dinner is in the freezer and it's staying there until the boy can get home to enjoy it with us. Yeah, that's a good idea. And Kim says, on my way to big breakfast at my brother's. That sounds very nice. Judy, Merry Christmas. I'm not a fan of housework either. Well, do you know what I mean? It's one of those things that you do it, and 2 days later, it just needs doing again. Or maybe I'm supposed to say the next day. But I kind of think that given it's just the two of us, and we are both of us fairly chaotic, as long as the bathrooms are clean and the place where we prepare food and eat food is clean, I'm not too worried about the rest of it. So Kim's saying, can I get your book through Amazon? Yes, absolutely you can. UK, USA, Australia, even in Brazil you can order it. So if you just type in Liz Zorab grounded, that will appear. David's saying it's time for a nap. Just seen the Queen. Yes, I watched the Queen too. Jill's saying when she was really ill a couple of years ago, you hid your dirty dishes in the oven. That's a good after my own heart. Ruth's saying, well done. I did yesterday's dishes today. Yep. So let's have a little look. Now, my computer, is it plugged in? Yes, it is. Is it definitely plugged in? Because the light just started fading then. Maybe I just haven't moved the what's that thing called? Cursor recently enough. Food Forest next door. Good morning from Louisville, Kentucky. Good morning. It's mid-afternoon here, and very soon I'm going to have to go and put another light on. In fact, I'll do that now. I'll put the other light on because the light will start fading. Ta-da! The light will start fading, and I'll be sitting here in a murkiness, and that's not quite so good. And let's see how Laura is here. Hello, Laura. And John's here. Hello, how are you? How is Christmas in Denmark? And okay, so I cannot read because I haven't brought my glasses in. So somebody's saying it's their first time on the live chat. Merry Christmas to everyone from USA West Coast. Thank you so much for joining us. If you want to share a first name with us, I can give you a shout out properly with a first name. And it's squinting away. Sorry. Noe99, does that say? Does that say? Afternoon, Liz, and happy Christmas. Happy Christmas to you. And Laura is saying it's still morning in Georgia. Yes, so Georgia, I think, is 6 hours behind us. I think. Rebecca's saying that she missed the Queen. She had to run to the allotment to put out a little candle. Oh, to put out the little candle under the clay pot heaters. Or maybe you were putting it out there. Anyway. So, excuse me. And hello, Randy. Thank you for joining us. And I'm sorry, I'm just reading a bit more on my own, so I don't have to worry about dirty dishes. Yep. Owen's here. Hello, Owen. How are you? Merry Christmas. How far behind the chat am I? Oh, a little bit. That's all right. So how is your corner of Wales? Have you been really flooded in the last few days? It's been fairly soggy here. The family garlic from Reading in Berkshire. So we've just finished your Christmas dinner, Owen. Brilliant. So Noe99 has said their name is Nicola. Hello, Nicola. Thank you for joining us. I'm not brilliant with names. I might need to ask you a couple of times, but once I've got there, eventually it does stay in my brain eventually. Sometimes there are names that just stick. So like English Viking, I know is John. John and I have chatted online in the past. But then there are other people who I've also chatted to, and I still can't remember their names because I don't associate their name online with them as a person. I need to find a better way of doing that. Ali's here. Hi, Ali. How are you? And Julie's here. And Carla. Merry Christmas to everybody from Texas. So here we go. And Javier is here. Hello, everyone from Seville in Spain. It's have a great Christmas day. It's sunny and 17 degrees Celsius. Oh, that's rather nice. Liza's saying a 6-year-old got a harmonica for Christmas. What a delight. I remember my children getting a harmonica for Christmas. Enjoy your afternoon. What can I say? That would be my worst nightmare nowadays. Having said that, I then gave my grandson, I gave him a drum, but not a circular drum with a flat top. It's a metallic one, and it's kind of almost in the shape of a squished down globe. And it just does the most amazing sound. It's almost like it's chimes rather than like an ordinary beating drum. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And it's got a special name, and I can't remember what it's called. I'm going to say it's a wolf drum, but it's not. It's a something drum, and it's lovely. And luckily, my daughter has forgiven me for giving it to him, so she doesn't mind at all. So there we go. Sorry, I am just. Who's this? I'm trying to read. I'll have a slurp of tea. Do you know what? I haven't got any mince pies because I haven't made any. I eat a gluten-free diet, and I haven't got around to making any. But what I did make yesterday was like a mince pie flapjack, which was really nice. And we had some yesterday, and we had some for breakfast. But I do feel like we should have a mince pie to go with a cup of tea. There we are. Right, let's see what else is going on. So, has anybody had any Christmas gifts that they would like to tell us about? Please keep it polite. And if it was one that is probably for private use, I don't want to know about it. So, so my daughter is cursing her parents-in-law. They gave a 3-year-old a box of over 1,000 small beads. Oh, but they're going everywhere now. Annie said she had a Fisher Price train that played records over. I remember those. They were like plastic discs about that with bits cut in and out of them. Excellent. Or they were on ours. And John's here. Hi, John. Marcy's here. Hello. Ansi. Hello. How are you? I bet it's, yes, you're saying it's hot and humid in Joburg. It's cold here. It's cooler here. I will say that. It's not. There are places. Zorella, who's in Missouri, is saying it's minus 9 degrees Celsius there. And it's not. It's about 1, 2 or 3 here. So we're plus 1, 2 or 3. So we're considerably warmer here than she is there. So Julie's saying if your grandkids live nearby, you should get them in the garden with you on video. I choose not to. Well, no, I don't choose not to. My daughter has chosen a no social media policy for her children, and she will wait until they are older to allow them to choose whether they want to be on social media or not. So sadly, no footage of the children being children once they get old enough to decide whether they want to do that or not. Then hopefully they will come and do some videos with grandma. So Ali got a new tool stand. And Phillipstown No Dig Allotments is here. Hello. I know who you are, really. I know your name, and I can't remember it. I'm so sorry, but I do. Isn't that awful? I was saying just now, I'm quite good with names, and now my brain is just not being good. So, Anne got something then. So Anne got the Polyface Farms design book by Joel Salatin. Nice. Marcy had £70 worth of garden centre vouchers. Lovely. Andy, Andy, I was going to say he helps me, but I think I ought to actually just say Andy is teaching me, but basically he does the care of the bees at Byther Farm. He came to my rescue when the previous beekeeper is really quite elderly and vulnerable, and therefore this year had to shield completely. So I put out a little plea on social media: was there anybody who might be able to help me with my bees, because I didn't really know what I was doing. So Andy came and rescued me from my own lack of learning, and this year has given me enough confidence to be able to go into the hives on my own and to have a look through them and to feed the bees. And although I don't have enough knowledge to look after them completely, I'm now not so scared of them that I can't go in and do what I need to do with them. So thank you, Andy. So anyway, he is saying he got a queen rearing kit from his daughter, which is really nice. Tony's saying he got chocolate, lots and lots of chocolate. Nicholas, I know I'm getting a Charles Dowding calendar and book. Nice. I hope to get your book for my birthday in April. That'd be nice. Digging with Mrs. David, I've got my first pressure canner and I'm well excited. They are exciting. They are exciting. My pressure canner sat over by the back door for almost a year, or maybe a bit longer, looking like a really nice ornament. It just looked the business. It sat there taunting me at my complete lack of use of it. And so it wasn't until this year that I started using it, and I had a bit of an emotional meltdown the first time I used it. And I got on the phone to Tony, Gardens and Gizmos, and he very kindly stayed on the phone with me for about an hour while I was screaming, "Now what am I doing? What's it doing now? It's doing this." So I did a kind of a really, I don't know what I'm doing thing. I don't know why I was so worried about it and so frightened. I've used a pressure cooker in the past, but I just went, my brain went into, I can't do this. So he talked me through that. You see, I spend a lot of time telling people how they could do things, but actually I spend probably as much time, if not more, with other people helping me learn new skills. So it's nice, because it's a really nice two-way process. Or not necessarily back and forth with the same people, but a circular, reciprocal type sharing of information. Family garlic, cooking dinner at the moment. Should be eating in half an hour. Yum. What are you having? Are you on turkey? Are you on a vegetarian meal? Are you having a piece of fish? What are you having? Food Forest next door says it's -10 degrees in Kentucky. Bruh. Liza says, I got a Cabbage Patch doll, a classic one. Do you know, I remember when those first came out, and I remember standing in Toysaurus thinking, it was Toys R Us, just looking at them wondering why anyone would want them. They just looked incredibly ugly to me. I know they were very popular. I do know that, but then I've never been a doll person. I've never kind of really liked them, except for my parents used to buy me a doll whenever they went abroad somewhere. They always bought me a doll with a national costume. So I had a collection of national costumes, which not for me to wear, that were on these dolls. It was a bit of a bizarre thing, really. It was I don't know who they collected them for, because I don't think it was for me. Lorella is saying, is that how they pronounce Toys R Us? What, Toysaurus? No, that's just me. That's just me being silly. I don't even think we have Toys R Us in the UK anymore. If anybody has children or grandchildren and they have been to said shop recently, does anyone know if it's still running? Right, let's have a quick look, because other people have said hello and I haven't said hello yet. So Catherine's here. Catherine Delisle, hello. And Haver says, I've got 2 containers to start my veg garden today. Rocket and radish to start with. Very happy. Excellent. Kristin, hello from Iceland. We've opened our gifts on the 24th. I've got a vegan cookbook. Nice. So if I have not said hello to you, please excuse me. I haven't brought my glasses in. So I'm actually not seeing the messages terribly clearly. And also the conversation's going quite quickly. So Kip's here from Scotland. Hello, thank you for joining me. And Evelyn's here. Hi, Evelyn, how are you? So Evelyn are you in Scotland as well? Or are you just, you are in Scotland. Let's say, or are you in the north of England? But I've got a feeling you're living in Scotland. Are you in Scotland or are you elsewhere at the moment? Because I know Evelyn has to travel here and there. Sorry, I'm giving everybody's secrets away, aren't I? Okay, my secret was I don't do the washing up. So yeah, Toys R Us has folded. It went bankrupt here in the UK. And Biker Nikki is here. Hello, welcome. So yeah, lots of Merry Christmases, which is hopefully people are having a gentle day, a nice day. If you've got small children around, that they haven't got too excited, jumped up and down and hurt themselves. And Evelyn's saying she's fine. She's in the Netherlands at the moment. So you'll be staying there for a little while, I would imagine. So Catherine says she's been out into the garden to get the sprouts. You're in Aberdeenshire. And Alice is here. Hello, Alice. Merry Christmas to you too. Like Nikki says, I'm in Hampshire with an allotment and livestock. Nice. And you've watched my channel for a while now. Thank you. And I'm still reading. Sorry. Have I got? I don't know if I've got anything to share with you. It's very boring, isn't it? I'm not actually going to stay online for a huge amount of time today. Although I've been here for 40 minutes waffling, saying absolutely nothing. What I do want to say is, if you have a YouTube channel and you would like to work with us in the next year on some sort of collaboration project, would be really interested to hear from you. So on my website, which is bytherfarm.com, under the contact page, there is a bit that says work with us, and please do contact us through that, and it explains there what we will and we won't do in terms of collabs, but we would love to hear from other people who would like to do some sort of collaboration. So so that's there. So please, do feel free to get in touch that way. There we go. I'm still reading. Lorella, I sent you a message earlier on. I haven't even looked to see if you've replied. I will go and have a look. So Lorella and I chat on a very regular basis using a video messaging app. Green Love is here. Hello. A Wheeler is here. Hello. A Wheeler, I'm in Iowa. Missing my garden in Wales. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that you're missing your garden. It'll be a frozen garden today. There is a layer of fairly thick ice all over our garden at the moment. It's not like a frost. It almost looked like it almost looks like it snowed. I know it didn't, but it almost looks like it snowed and then it started melting and then frozen. So it's that kind of chunky bits of ice rather than just frosting. That wasn't a very good description of ice at all, was it? Sorry about that. 66 red, 66. You told me your name the other day, and I've just, look at that. I'm being so bad with names, aren't I? Mark, there we go. Sorry about that. Thank you for joining us. Has anyone planned their 2021 garden yet? That's a really good question. And has anybody started planning their garden yet? Did anybody really stop planning their garden? I feel like I've spent most of this year thinking, oh, next year I'll do X, Y, and Z, or next year I'll do more of this or less of this. And I've tried to make notes. And if I have, I'm looking around, I actually usually have a pile of Post-it notes on the table that I make little notes on when I come in from the garden. If I haven't had my phone with me to dictate it, I'll come in and write it on, and then I just have this pile of Post-it notes that make almost no sense at all. So there we go. So I haven't planned my garden as yet. I have a vague notion of what I will be doing out there. I have ideas of some things that I'll grow more of and some things that I'll grow less of, and I will grow fewer. I will grow fewer squashes next year, because this year I grew an awful lot of squashes. So I have got about 30 of these blue Hubbard squashes, which is great. It's absolutely brilliant. But you can only eat so many squashes. And I've also got jumbo pink banana squashes and Uchiki kiri squashes, and we've just got so many squashes this year that we don't really need as many as we've got. So I'm going to do fewer squashes, but more melons, because I didn't do melons this year. I did melon the year before last, didn't do any this year, so I'm going to do melons next year. And inevitably, I will do some sort of video series around garden planning, but I think it's still a bit early to be thinking about the garden. I'm trying to concentrate on recuperating from this year, really. So I'm really trying to concentrate on resting and recuperating. So you'll have seen quite a lot of my videos at the moment are collaborations I've done with other people, or they are really gentle projects that are done sort of undercover or in the house, because I'm still trying to take it really easy. So lots of other people have started planning their gardens. Don't do anything yet. It's too early to do anything. Annie says, my dining room's full of seeds and books already. Yes, I have gathered all my seeds into, I would like to say into one box, but they seem to have spilled into a second container. I've still got garlic, which I haven't planted, but this morning when I was looking at this, I saw it said plant autumn or spring. Ta-da! So very pleased that I can still plant those in spring. So I will be doing those as and when. So let's have a little look. I started my seeds indoors. I live in Northern Carolina. We garden all year round. Nice. Wouldn't that be lovely? I mean, we have stuff in the ground, but I'm not sowing. I'm not sowing anything new other than an ongoing rolling program of sowing peas, because I use them for the pea shoots. Rebecca's saying I was going to say it's an ongoing process. Yeah, but I've placed my seed order, so that kind of means the planning is mostly done. I did my seed order in true gardener seed addict style of That looks nice. That looks nice. That looks nice. I bet I haven't got enough of those. That looks nice. That looks nice. And when they arrived, there are several things I haven't got. And there are several things I have ordered multiple times from different companies. So there'll be plenty of those around. And no doubt I will be offering those. Well, I'll either do a giveaway or I'll do them. I'll offer them in my Facebook group when I've eventually worked out which ones I've got too many of or which ones not. So Loretta's saying the pigs are going to freezer camp in 2 weeks. Oh, and then I've got a 1/4 acre of melon and squash patch. Yay! I wonder, are you going to? Oh, you don't want to surround that all with pallets as well, presumably. I suppose you could do, but be a lot of pallets. So Rebecca's saying if you were growing chilies and peppers, you'd have to start soon. Yes. We don't grow chilies and peppers here because I don't eat capsicum at all because I'm really allergic to it. Mr. J doesn't like most capsicum, so that's all right. Evelyn said, I've got loads of seeds, also from Slovenia, as I visited my brother there. Nice. So Lorena said she's catalogued her seeds in an Excel spreadsheet. Well, yes, I did. I catalogued my seeds in an Excel spreadsheet. And then I bought a load more and kind of just threw them on top of the ones that I'd already catalogued. So my careful planning of seeds didn't work quite so well. Food Forest next door says, I purchased an old wooden card catalogue and I've sorted and stored. Nice, that's a good idea. Sorted and stored seeds in that. Shaken saying wanting peace on earth at Christmas. Yes, I'd like peace on earth all year round, actually. That'd be good. Sorry, you'll pause while I read. Is this going to be silence? I'm reading long sentences here. So Ruth's saying, I'm less of a planner and more of an intuitive grower. I know what I want to grow and when to sow, but I tend to just start in one of my beds and they just develop. Yeah. So you will have seen that I fill in gaps and I could stand and go, where's a space? So I plan in as much as I really do take notice of what I don't want to grow so much of, because I'm a great one for just going, there's 30 seeds in this plant, in this packet. I might as well sow them all. And that's how you end up with an overload of squashes. And of course now, I mean, normally it wouldn't be a problem because I could just share these with people. But we're not having visitors to Byther Farm. And we're not doing veg boxes. And so we've got all this food, which is fantastic. I'm not complaining about having so much food. I'm just complaining about it being quite so samey. So yeah, I'm complaining, aren't I? Right. Let's have a little look. Benny says, I start winter sowing in frozen soil in January. Interesting. I'm planting potatoes in a hoop tunnel today. I'm going to call them my Christmas potatoes. Yeah, that makes sense. It does. Chrissy, thank you so much. Chrissy has just reminded people that if you're here, if you have joined me today for this live chat, please hit thumbs up because it tells YouTube that you have you've enjoyed the live chat. Thank you. So Evelyn's saying she's sensible. She does a few years with a packet of seeds, like me, who does there are some seeds that I only grow a few of. I do manage to grow fewer brassicas each year. I'm getting much better at not feeling the need to completely cover my seed tray with seeds because they've got such a good germination rate. But still, I always end up with a a few more than necessary. So Nicola's saying I've got over 50 pallet collars to treat line to fill and grow. So it can't grow in the soil because of arsenic. I'm amazed. Do you need to treat? So this is a genuine question. Do you need to treat the pallet collars? It sounds like you have access to quite a lot of them, and you might find that they'll last quite a long time without treating them. You might want to treat them because you want the colour of them or something, but I don't treat pallet collars we use here. They go straight onto the ground as they are. Rue says, I'm a big believer of only growing what we like, and we've learned to stop over-sowing things like courgettes. Yeah, I'm still in that learning curve of not over-sowing, and I've been gardening for 45 years or so now. Still haven't learned. So, give me another 20 years or so, and maybe then I'll have learned not to oversow on everything. So Nikki's saying she struggles to grow carrots. Yes. Okay. Carrots. I have a love-hate relationship with growing carrots. Some years they do really well. So this has been a really good year for carrots. Other years I can sow thousands and thousands of seeds and just get like half a dozen carrots. And I don't know what the answer is. I wish there was a magic button that you could. Someone just said you're cute as a button. I wish there was. Rue's life. I've just said you're as cute. Rue is as cute as a button. You're absolutely right. So that's the thing I would say is there's loads of people here who've got channels. You've got YouTube channels. Can you just write in? I have a channel. And then if you see someone whose name you don't know, but they've said they've got a channel, you might want to go and have a look. And if you like what you see, then go ahead and subscribe. But don't forget, you need to watch a couple of videos for YouTube to realise you do want to actually be subscribed to them. Otherwise, they'll just unsubscribe you. Or at least I think that's how it works. So if you have a channel, there you are. Lorella's done it. I have a channel. It doesn't have to be that exact words, but let people know that you have a channel. And the other thing is it allows me to go back through afterwards and come and check out everyone's channel in case I haven't found your channel before. But I think that might be really nice if we could go and visit other channels and subscribe if we like the look of them. Don't just subscribe for the sake of subscribing because it's actually it doesn't do personally subscribe to any favors unless you're actually going to watch some of their videos too. So I think there's more channels than that. I'm busy looking at this thinking I'm sure there's more channels than that here. So yeah, do feel free to do that. So Mark saying is, how's your garlic getting on? Mine have sort of ceased getting any bigger. Okay, so I was just saying that I haven't put any garlic in, have I? I've put onions in. Did I get any garlic? Oh, I might have put some garlic in. I haven't put that garlic in. Did I put garlic in? I don't know. The thing that I have got, Mark, is I've got garlic that I planted 3 years ago. Yes, it's 3 years ago. And I'm allowing that to grow as a perennial. Not because I was doing something terribly clever, but because I didn't get around to lifting it all. And then it grew back last year. And last year I was just harvesting sort of clumps of garlic. And so first of all, I chopped the leaves off the top and use it almost like garlic chives. And then I waited a little bit, and then I would just lift a clump, and there'd be lots and lots of little cloves, sort of a group of bulbs, small bulbs together. And I just wash those off, wash the mud off those, and then cook them in the oven. And they were absolutely delicious. So I've still got quite a clump of of garlic being grown as perennials, so I'm not too worried about not having got that lot in yet. I did see that the onions that I got in earlier in the year are about 6 inches high, but things are unlikely to grow when it's much below 5 degrees C. I know that grass stops growing below 5 degrees C, so I kind of assume that lots of other things do as well. And once it warms back up again, they'll get going again. Flavours and texture here. Hello. Late to a live chat. You might just get here after other people. That's all. Doesn't make you late. If I'm still talking, or if someone is still talking when you get to their live chat, you're not too late. So, I'm still reading. Someone saying they can grow parsnips. I don't know if you saw today. I put up I'm going to have to stand up again. I put up a photograph earlier on of Mr. J holding the parsnip that I harvested this morning. We didn't eat it all. I didn't even cook it all. I cooked the small bit of it. So it has another piece that came off here. And they look very much like antlers. So we've eaten that bit. This is the slightly larger one. And all of this is fine as well. This isn't from where I planted the parsnips this year. This is a self-sown one that it could even be a self-sown too. I don't that have then merged together. But look at this. You know, it's not the beautiful straight parsnips of some very clever gardeners. I watched Terry King, robotic allotment this morning, harvesting his Christmas veg, and he did a really beautiful demonstration of no-dig garden harvesting for his parsnip, where he just pushed down on the parsnip and then just lifted, and it was this really long, straight, beautiful looking parsnip. And then I went outside and found that gnarly old thing, which didn't come out in one easy go. Let's have a little look. Judy's saying, do you try toasting all the various different squash seeds? I know butternut seeds are awesome toasted. I throw them into the oven occasionally. Okay, I'm not very often. I tend to be. I'm not a seed and nut person, if that makes sense. I'm not hugely keen on them. I was just saying it's a massive parsnip. Yeah, yes. The self-sown parsnips are always huge. The ones that I try and grow because to grow where I want them to grow are just normal size and sometimes smaller ones. So let's have a little look. Oh, Lorella, thank you for joining us. She's had to head off. I actually think I'm going to be heading off very soon as well. Anne has joined us. Hi, Anne. So I'm really sorry if you have only recently joined us and I'm going to head off. I think it's time for me to go and find a hot cup of tea. So thank you for joining me. There will be, says she, hopefully, and there will be a video next week. I haven't done one this week because I knew I was going to do the live chat today. So hopefully there will be a video next week. And so wherever you are in the world and whatever you've got planned for today, well, I think most of us have got something planned for today, and I hope it's a good one. And I also hope you'll join me again next time. Bye.